We're on the Bateman, putting some curb on the OSR. Andrew's driving. Good day for it. It's nicely dried up as well, if you look. This is the bit that was flooded and it's just a bit dirty, but it's actually still green, which is a good sign. It's recovered not too bad. This is where it's muddiest here now. Had the water on for the longest. Took a little bit to remember what to do. It's that long since we've driven it, and Andrew's not driven it since the summer, so I just jumped on him with him for the first bit to familiarise him with it again. We're going to try and get all the rakes sprayed today if we can. Quiet, isn't it? Clover's doing well. Right, our favourite job, not messing with the chipper. That bearing's obviously gone there. That whole conveyor apparently slides out. But obviously this conveyor's in a way. Well, according to the book, if it swings up there past that pivot point, that should slide out past it. Just got to take the magnet round, but we don't trust the bracket on the magnet, so we're going to support it with the digger while we swing it round, because the bolts aren't strong enough and it has snapped off a few times. So we'll swing that across here, then flick that up and see what we can get at. Sure, strap might have been easier. Just take the weight. Lucky Frank was about. In hindsight, I think we need another strap. I'm no expert, but I reckon that's not got long left. Take 2. Good job we got it on the digger. This has completely been under-engineered, and that has come out of that. That is cracking, that's cracking. And now the pivot point has come out. It's going to take a bit of putting back together, that actually. Now the moment of truth, can we get it out from underneath it? Right, we've got this folded up now. Got 2 clamps on it now, holding the rubber flap out the way. Rob's underneath there now, and then hopefully this will slide out, is the plan. Just going to take these grease lines off, I think. Yeah, so that's the conveyor. It sits on them rollers, so hopefully the whole thing is going to roll out. But we'll see. The clamp that hold it on, but the bolt snapped there, so we have to cut them off. This should slide out. Just watch that strap, Rob. I meant the slack. It's jammed there. So it's come out like 2 foot, but it just seems to want to stop now. So we're just trying to work out what's jamming it. And we'll pull it again. Put another block behind the wheel, stop the chipper rolling as well. And we're off again. It's turning on its own now. It's quite long. Let's have a look.
I'll get the other 4.
It's mostly out now, so we're just going to put another ratchet now. We've just readjusted this one over the top of there. Put another one on these lifting eyes now, and then hopefully when we lift it out, it won't want to like fall on the floor. Is the plan. After a hammer and bale of twine, ratchet straps are probably the most useful thing that you can get, despite them never really being designed for doing stuff like this. Right, we've got to put 2 straps on it, see what that does now. Right, take 3 now. We've got 3 ratchet straps on it. This way it swings through the window of the Merlot. What's stopping that now?
It's alright, it's only the scraper. It's alright.
We got it. Whee! quite long, isn't it? All we needed was a spider's web of ratchet straps, and we've got it out now. Andrew's back after doing the first 2 blocks, and the spray is relatively clean, which is a good sign. Right, we've washed off the bits we need to get at. That's why it's all got all water coming out of it now. We'll take it to the workshop now, take the bearing off and see what we need to build the shaft up. It's a bit warm, that shaft, isn't it? What's the bearing feel like? Only a little bit notchy. It's not like completely gone, has it?
No.
I just need to build that shaft up now. It's a bit warm. Little issue with the MIG welder. We've got a bird's nest inside it, a wire.
Go. Got some long ones.
Hopefully, can get them out. Look at all that tangled up inside there. Should work a bit better now. Yeah, this roller wire gets fed in with these rollers into this hose, which is the gun at the other end, and then that's what welds. Anyway, it jammed up inside there and caused a big knot. Re-threaded that right through all this now. Hopefully, just press that button. Normally you'd have that stretched out flat, but because I've got Christmas decorations in my way, I'll just see. Hopefully the wire will come out the end in a minute. There you go. So the wire's come out now. So there, just put the nozzle back together and we're good to go. There we go. Press the button now and that comes on. So we're just gonna, Rob's just bringing the conveyor back in towards the welder. Well, do. So that shaft's worn really bad because this broke up off the old bearing. This is another one, but basically that goes on there and clamps. So we're just gonna put some rubs of weld in here just to build it up for when the new one comes tomorrow morning. It clamps on better. Ordered some bearings to go on, and I've just found 2 inserts for inside these houses on the shelf from when we bought the chipper, so we're going to stick them in and get it back together today. Bearing change. We've got it built up with weld. We just don't have a spanner for the locking collar, so we're just tapping it up with that.
Yeah, James didn't leave us his socket yesterday.
Yeah, James had the right socket, so we're just tensioning the belt now because we've got a bit of slack underneath with these tensioners. This was snapped, so that's been fixed as well. A locking washer would do. Rob's just tapping the bit with a clamp snap. Anyway, I've just leant in here and something fell off and it had a rattle, and I can't find it anywhere. And what it actually is if you look, see that there? It isn't part of the steering, it's a hammer.
What was it?
There we go.
Oh, my hammer.
Would have been a crunch when I backed up. Right, Emily's going to do the birthday bumper because she's here today. So what is it? It is James Chapstick, Damo, and then there's some Norfolk Terriers being sold. So we're going to put a picture at the end of the video so you can see what they look like. If anyone's got any information, get in touch. But look, 18,000. Damo rounded it up. I don't know whether it's his birthday or he just rounded it up, but happy birthday everyone on there. Andrew's off out now with the last tank full. 3 fields to go. Going dark, so we're just going to slide this conveyor back in if we can before it's completely dark. Rob thought it was too late, and I was like, it's only like posting a letter. We should be able to do it in the dark. Maybe it's a little bit harder than posting a letter, just like putting a bit of thick bread in the toaster, but it's halfway in now. I'm just going to take the straps off the front, readjust the Merlo. There we go, just push it in the rest of the way now. I'm going to need a block of wood. We're in the van, heading to the Bateman because it's got an AdBlue fault, and we're going to go and check some wiring. The Bateman's gone into limp mode, and according to the fault codes from John Deere, it's something to do with the inlet manifold for the AdBlue system. So we're going to go and check the wiring for that. If not, the sensor's gone. The John Deere dealership, though it's 5:15, sorry, it's 5:30, have got a sensor, they think, on the shelf, so they're sending someone out with a van as well to plug that in and hopefully make us carry on, because the tank's still full of spray. So one of these sensors somewhere is messing up. Might be that one down there, or it could be that one, it could be that one. There's hundreds of them. Anyway, luckily John Deere fitter's on his way, probably like something like that, but we're just checking the wiring just to check that nothing's got snagged or pulled or chewed or whatever. I just found this cable here that's dead tight, like really tight, going into that sensor there. It's got a cable tie around the bottom. Has that been put on wrong way around or something? Like that guard maybe? For that to be wrong. Just lift the torch up, Rob, so I can see better. That cable there comes through and then it's dead tight. That back bit there. We've just unbolted one of the bolts out of this so we can spin it so that the wire's not pulling as much, see if that makes any difference. But the plug is designed to go out the side somehow. If you look, it's had it cut away so it goes out. It's intermittently going in and out of like limp mode, so we'll see what it does now. We've just changed that cabling. Bright lights. Swings are moving into the back. Technical stuff. They're handy, them steps, aren't they? We're just going to open the gate for Andrew now because we've left Cornthwaites with him. We left Andrew with the bateman, with the guy from Cornthwaites who's good enough to come out when he was knocking it off to fix it. It's not showing any faults now. Was it that wire that was stretched? We don't know. It's saying that the AdBlue quality might be low, but then we've tested the AdBlue quality and that's fine. They're saying the inlet pressure, inlet sensor, but now we can't get a reading out the outlet sensor, but now it's not reading any faults at all. So he's going to make it so that it'll ignore any faults for the next hour so Andrew can get finished, and then we'll just have to see if it comes on again in the next few days. But AdBlue does not work in agricultural applications. In fact, it doesn't work in many applications. It's just a technology that we don't need. Anyway, we'll see how Andrew gets on and gets finished tonight. But that's about it for today. It's a bit of a long video because I've been messing with stuff all day, fixing stuff. But thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, merch. We're sort of really low on hoodies. There's a batch getting made at the moment, but we have made it now so that you can buy a gift voucher. So if we are out of stock, you can still buy gift vouchers and calendars and stuff. And also, don't forget, it's going up. Tom's book is still rising on YouTube. Not YouTube, eBay. Check out the link there on that QR code or the link below this video to have a look.